Well, hello and welcome back to Twisted Reality. I know, it's been a while, but as you can see behind me, the background's different. My entire setup is different. The lights in my face too much. I apologise for the quality of the video if it seems a little bit crappier than normal. Everything's new. I've been through a big move. So much went on there. this is Wow, so much went on there. But I have been through a big move. Everything's different. I'm in a new place. I'm in my own place. I wasn't before. That's why the background looks different. This is my curtains to my living room. Everything's different. I've got two dogs. If any of you remembers Anna, she passed away. I've got her ashes. She's here. But when I moved, I decided to get a dog, and then I just wanted another one. So everything's different and all that going on. I'll explain in another video, but that is the reason why I've not been on. I've done like one video for my paranormal channel. If you're not subscribed to that one, go check it out. I do paranormal stuff, but mostly ghost box sessions. I'll put the link in the description below. Check it out if you haven't already, and if you haven't already, please consider hitting subscribe for this channel. But I'm back, and that's why I've not been back until now. We are here. I am back for Lilly and Jack Sullivan. If you haven't heard about their case, go read up about it. Lilly and Jack Sullivan. They are siblings from Canada that have just they've just disappeared. And I have a few times described myself online as a true crime commentator. I'm not a reporter. I'm not like these people that can do deep dives and put in these put together these really interesting videos. I can't do that. So if something's happening with a case or a case in general, I'll comment on it, mostly my thoughts and opinions. But I want to say before I do start that my opinions are my opinions alone, and I do reserve the right to change my opinions based on new evidence that is released of whatever kind that evidence may be, because I seem to be one of the only people on this platform that can admit that they might be wrong, and that's kind of the issue here. There's been so much going on online about these two children, the surroundings, the situation surrounding their disappearance. The stepdad has been super suspicious. He's said things that have even got to me, and I'm like, yeah, that doesn't sound right, pal. The mum, biological mum, her actions, wow, super suspicious. So I get it. I totally understand why people would think certain things, but you have to remember that what you see or what you perceive to be might not actually be what it is. So the situation that you're perceiving, it might actually totally be different. Like the mum just might be stupid. It might be, I don't know how to say it without swearing, but she just might be dumb. She just might be stupid. And because of that, she might not be acting the way that you would, or you would expect somebody to act, the mother of two kids that have gone missing. She's not acting a certain way, and I get that that is super suspicious, but you might be wrong. She might just be an idiot. She might just be stupid. She might just not know what she's frigging doing and doing all the wrong things because of that. Because how would we react? I'm not a dad, but parents out there that are watching this, how would you react? I guarantee that in some ways you would all react differently. However, don't get me wrong. What she's doing or what she's not doing, and the stuff that has been said and not said, is super freaking suspicious. Same with the stepdad. But here's the thing, like I said, we might be wrong. You might be wrong. There is so much shit going on online right now surrounding Lilly and Jack's disappearance. And I just want to point to Summer Wells. And I want to point to Sebastian Rogers and the circus that those two cases became online, and how it came away from the main focus, shifted from Summer Wells and in Sebastian's case, Sebastian. It shifted from them where it should be to just the BS and the circus and the bullshit online. It's like, no, I don't want this to get like that. But regardless of what I want or don't want to happen, it's gonna happen, isn't it? Like, it's gonna happen. We all know that it's going to happen. The rumour mill has already started, and don't get me wrong, some of the rumours, I understand why they are out there and why people are saying them, but you might be wrong, and you might just be helping to destroy a family even further. What if you're wrong? Consider that. Just consider that before you open your mouth. Please, please, please don't allow this case, don't allow Lilly and Jack to turn out to be lost in the BS that's gonna happen. You know, it's already happening, but it's gonna get worse because this is now the new case. This is the one that's gonna take over Sebastian Rogers in the public, within the public sort of like the public's eye, you know, and consciousness. It went from Summer Wells to Sebastian Rogers. Now it's gonna be Lilly and Jack Sullivan. That's the way that it's gonna go. We all know it. That's how it's gonna happen, and all the bullshit is going to effing start. And I'm going to be here for it because I'm going to be talking about this case myself. But I can admit when I'm wrong and if I might be wrong. And if I am wrong, when I'm wrong, right? Because I understand that life isn't that simple and it is not that black and white. And what we perceive to be might not actually be what we are perceiving it to be. The situation might be totally different to what you are seeing it as. Again, don't get me wrong. The stepdad, the mum, super effing suspicious, right? I get it. But just because they're acting a certain way, that doesn't mean that they've had anything to do with anything. Now, again, I might be wrong, right? They might have had something to do with this. They might have had something to do with Lilly and Jack's disappearance. But they also might not have. I might be wrong. You might be wrong too. And this is going to turn into another Sebastian Rogers situation where all these arseholes, man, all these arseholes online that are just out for the views and will spew absolute shite to get those views. They will take rumours and portray them as fact, and they have done. There's been a few people, especially on the green team with Sebastian Rogers, that have spread bullshit and had their videos taken down off prominent YouTube channels and networks because they lied, right? Because you lied, and this is what's going to happen online with this case too. We all know it. We don't want it to turn out like that, but it is. We can say that we don't want it to. We can tell you that we don't want it to, but you're going to do whatever you want to do. You're going to follow the drama and the bullshit because that gets more views. It causes people to click more. So that's what certain people, and I can tell you straight off, I'm not going to mention names because I don't want this to be a drama-fueled video, but I know just one name straight away that's going to be straight on this crap, right? Just for the views. It's going to turn out to be another situation like Sebastian Rogers. The circus online. And it's going to be sad because these kids are going to be lost in that noise. The focus should be on Lilly and Jack Sullivan and finding them. And if they are no longer with us, then finding out what happened to them to cause them to no longer be with us, right? I don't want to say the words, but we all know what I'm talking about, right? It's ridiculous because it is going to turn into another Summer Wells case with a BS online. It's going to turn into a Sebastian Rogers circus. That poor boy is lost in all the noise that's going on in the circus. I just don't want this. Sorry about the light. I just don't want this case. I don't want Lilly and Jack lost in all that BS as well. I don't want it. But sadly, it's probably going to happen. It's probably going to happen. We know it. I know it. You know it. There's going to be people that are watching this video that are also content creators on this platform, and they're going to know it too. And they're going to know that there's some of those people that are going to know which other creators I'm talking about. It's sad. And incredibly frustrating when you can see what's going to happen. It's right there in your face and you can't do anything to stop it. Because people are stupid, not yous. I'm not talking about people watching this video necessarily. And people are ignorant. They will listen to the BS and the lies and the rumours. Believe them as fact. It's already happening. People are saying that they couldn't have gotten out of the backyard because it were all fenced in. You're wrong. There was actually a way to get out of the backyard. All you have to do is not listen to the BS being spread online and just check it out for yourself. There was a way for them to get out, so they could have easily just walked away and got lost. I'm not saying that's what happened. I might be wrong, but that is a strong possibility. But people are going to listen to the BS. People are going to listen to the crap. A lot of people, because it's a lot of people find the BS and the drama entertaining. And I can understand why. I can understand why you would. However, I don't want it to go that way. But it's going to end up like that. And I'm just pissed off and I'm upset that I'm not going to be able to do much about it. Hopefully people watching this video, watching me talk about this, will get and understand what I'm trying to say. That I understand the rumours, I understand why people would say certain stuff about the stepdad and the mum. I get it. Super effing suspicious. They should 100% be absolutely scrutinised and looked into by the authorities. Not you. Because the authorities will always know more than what we know. Right? So absolutely they should be looked into. It's super suspicious. But we might be wrong. You might be wrong if you're thinking that they have something to do with it. I'm not saying you are wrong. I'm saying you might be. I'm also saying they might have something to do with it. But just keep an open mind and don't help destroy human beings' lives that have already been destroyed because these children are missing and presumed unalived at this point. Unalive. Their families, their loved ones are going to be absolutely devastated. And people that spread the rumours and the BS, the bullshit, just for the views and the clicks on this platform, YouTube, you are going to make it worse for them. People are already stopping outside their houses, taking pictures and getting involved where they shouldn't be. You're already causing shit. It's already started. The circus has already started. It's going to get worse. And people that actually care for the safety and well-being of these children are not going to be able to do a thing about it because the BS, the drama, the bullshit always takes over. The circus always takes over because people find it entertaining and want to click on those videos. You're going to do what you're going to do. Hopefully you don't. Hopefully you don't fall for the crap and the emphasis is kept on Lily and Jack, finding them hopefully safe, and if not, finding them anyway, bringing them home and finding out what happened to them. And if somebody needs to be brought to justice because of that, then hopefully that too. I just don't want the circus to start for these kids like it did Sebastian Rogers, but it's probably going to happen exactly like that. Certain people want the views and the clicks, and they're going to spread the bullshit, aren't they? Yes, they are. You know who you are. You won't watch this video because you don't like me, and I don't like you, you tossers, right? I'm going to leave it there, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully it doesn't turn into a circus. It's going to, but hopefully it doesn't. And tell me what you think in the comments below. I'm going to do more videos on these kids, Lily and Jack. I'm going to be talking about them more. I'm going to be trying to keep up to date with what's going on with their case and what's being said on YouTube about them. Because as I told you before, I'm a true crime commentator. I will commentate on cases, talk about cases, my opinions. I'll always express that those opinions are my opinions and I might be wrong. And I'll talk about other people's opinions and just the crap going on, right? I'm a true crime commentator. I don't put it together like everybody else does. I don't think I'm that good to be able to do something like that. But hopefully I've got my point across and you get and understand what I'm trying to say. Again, I'm going to end it here. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing and tell me what you think in the comments below. And I will see you all again next time. Bye-bye.